second cup of coffee being made because I just spilled and broke my coffee mug on top of my counter. I also put in 1 teaspoon of glutamine in my water in the morning. Really good for digestion and gut health. And then these are my multivitamins that I take in the morning. I do like taking them just because if you don't like attain all the nutrients that you should be getting per day, which is pretty hard to in your diet, it's just an easy way to kind of keep balance of everything. My coffee part too, I always like to do this Maple Hill milk. I usually just get this at Whole Foods. I personally do like drinking regular milk now versus like almond milk or oat milk. I did have like a phase of that for a while. I still will, but honestly, I think I was just scared that like milk was gonna hurt my stomach, but this is like such a good brand. Sometimes I'll measure like how much I'm putting in, like a half a cup or whatever, but sometimes I'll just eyeball it. For the creamer, I always do measure because it is so easy to like dunk so much more than an actual tablespoon. This is the white chocolate mocha flavor. I always listen to my Joel Osteen podcast in the morning. Really funny because backstory on that, my mom used to make me and my brother watch him. We read it because we were like, we don't want to sit in front of the TV and watch this. But now, for like the past, I think like almost like a year and a half, I think, I will listen to a podcast every single day. Even if it doesn't resonate with me, it's always such a good message. They're about 30 minutes. I'll literally I'll do my morning routine and I'll throw it on the background, or I have a long drive to work, so I'll listen to some of it while I get ready in the morning for work, or I'll also like throw it on in the car. And it just puts you in so much of a better mood and like better perspective of the day, and like just really makes you shift more like grateful thoughts instead of like waking up in like such like a negative mindset. So not saying you have to listen to him, but he's just been like one of my favorites because it's so lighthearted. He always has good messages. Workout snack, I'm going to go for a walk. So I'm going to do a rice cake because I don't want to eat like a full breakfast yet. I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of almond butter and a banana and some hemp seeds. These are my favorite brands of rice cakes.
Business leaders, influential people telling us it would never happen, but it's not over God's head.
This is literally my favorite part of the morning. I'll always have my pre-workout snack and a cup of coffee and water, and then I always do my morning journal. Yeah, I've been journaling for the past 6 years. I just feel like it's such a good way to put all of your like goals in order and just also think of things like to be grateful for in the morning. I always start with some affirmations and then I'll do 10 things I'm grateful for every morning. I always write like my manifestations in here. And what actually is really crazy is that sometimes I'll go back in my old journals and I'll look at my old like manifestations, and some of them that have like actually came true. I'm like, wow, it's just so crazy. Like actually just like journal entry in here sometimes. Another really good way I feel like to start the day, just puts you in such a better like positive note versus rushing out of bed and feeling stressed and feel like, oh, I don't want to do this, or I have this today. If you have not tried it, I would definitely try it. At least just try doing it for like a week and see kind of like the difference in your day. All right, I'm about to go for a walk. Tank top is literally Target. My Lululemon speed up shorts on. These are the 4-inch for length because I like them a little bit longer than the 2. And I also have my Hokas on because they're just the comfiest walking shoe.